101.1. Evelyn Lozada is here today.
Hey!
What's up, mama?
Just here in New York.
Are you happy?
I'm so happy.
Or are you like an all LA girl now?
No. I'm in LA and they're always like, "You're from New York, right?"
Yeah, you're so New York. There's no way.
I know. It's like just they say how I talk. Everything is real New York, but I'm happy to be home. I miss the hustle and bustle. Like I was just walking through the city, just thinking like, dang, like I just miss the vibes and the people.
Can you walk through the streets? Does people stop you all the time?
Yeah. Especially here. Like, I'm from New York, so they're like, Evelyn, da-da-da-da. But I mean, it's always love.
That's
LA
cute.
is a little more like, you're not a Kardashian, so we're not messing with you.
That's the vibe, right?
Yeah, it's different. People in LA are not really impressed, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different thing.
It's a whole different vibe out there. And you've been there for a minute, right?
Yeah, I've been on and off for a while, like a couple of years already. I just made the permanent move in August. I bought a house. I live in the Valley, where the coyotes are and stuff.
Oh my God.
I know. The crazy.
What do you do out there?
I go to baseball games. I'm at the baseball fields. Let me see what else I do. I don't really go out because I'm like a vieja. I'm always at home. So I'm always just chilling. I like to go to the gym. I'm eating organic. I'm walking the dog.
That's it.
That's it. But it's a funny story because when I first
Now,
moved
you
to
look
LA,
incredible. What are you at the gym every day?
Thank you. No, I'm not every day.
Okay.
But I'm about to get in the gym every day because we're still filming.
Right.
So it's like I've been filming since January. And I just try to do the, just eat right and take my supplements and, kind of try to stay ahead of it. And obviously running after Leo all the time. It's like.
He's so cute. He's 5, right?
He's 5 and he's so into baseball. It's so funny how, the genes are being passed down. I was like, yes, come on, this could be the next one.
Oh my God.
Carl be like, maybe he's going to sign for $400 million. I'm like, I don't know, but he's so passionate.
You're going to be a baseball mom?
I am. No,
You're
girl, you gotta
already,
see
right?
me. I roll in like, I'm sitting there all loud. I'm like the loudest one. One of the refs the other day was like, y'all are really supportive. I can't imagine when he's 15. I was like, I know, we're loud because, everybody's from the West Coast, but we're from New York and we're ratchet and loud.
Yeah. And get over it.
Yes.
And there's a new season of Basketball Wives coming. It's like the 175th season.
This is the 175th season.
Yes,
It is just
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Somebody told me the other day.
You're so funny.
Somebody said, I didn't see you guys doing any promotion. I said, this train runs on its own.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I put the teaser on finally today, and it's already at like whatever, how many views. Like people just.
You know what it is. Everybody knows what it is.
People know what it is. They love the show.
But wait, in the teaser, who are you running after? Who are you? You could not be fighting in 2019, Evelyn.
I know. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I get a pass, Angie.
What? No, there's no pass.
I do.
Who are you fighting?
I do. Because it had to do with my kid.
All right.
And it's so hard. It's like besides all the therapy in the world and all the Yala and conversations, it's like, mira, when you talk about my kid, I can't even deal with it. It's like all that goes out the window.
So that's why you get a pass. So that's what happened, something with the kid. But we won't know till we watch, right?
Yeah, you won't know till you watch. I mean, we talked about it last season when it ended in Amsterdam, that Jennifer has said something about Shanice, and it comes to a head when you see me react, because I'm like, this is crazy. Like, no matter how much beef I got with you, or even I always say with Tammy, we don't talk about each other's kids. That's just like a code. You don't. That's something you don't touch. Or the family. You don't talk about nobody's family. That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
Like as dysfunctional as we are, we riding together.
Of
like
course.
what I'm saying.
What make her think she should do that anyway? Why would
she don't? I don't know. I was like, you have a dog, so you don't. You may not understand, but I just feel like it's common sense también. Like it's like there's just certain things that you just don't do as an adult. It's like. I would never touch on your family.
When you're in that moment, Evelyn, are you thinking to yourself, I have two options here. Are you thinking to yourself, or, because it also is good, it's good TV. How much does that play into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much do you like, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to kick her ass because it's going to be great on TV anyway.
There's two things. Like my angry meter is doing this, and then I have a side of me that's like chill. But then it's like when it just gets to a certain level, I'm just like gone, and I feel like the old, ratchet Evelyn came out. And then it's like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I could have handled that differently. I do think about those things.
Right.
But then I'm like, How? It had to do with my kid.
How?
Like, it had to do with my child. Like, she lived in my body.
Don't you have like a direct line to Iyanla when
I
things
do.
like that happens?
I'm so nervous because honestly, I'm supposed to see her tonight. She has a show in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, did she see the clip?
Of course she saw the
Like,
clip.
yeah. I'm like, what am I going to do? But I'm going to just, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm human.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I haven't had, anything crazy happen in a few years. And it was building and building and building, and it exploded.
And do you know that? And do you feel like when you sign up for another season of that you put that something like that could happen? You know it could happen.
I do.
It's like getting in the trenches.
Yes, everybody's like, "Why are you still doing the show?" I know, and I just have such a personal love for the franchise because I've been here since day one.
Yeah.
And just for
these earrings are so pretty, by the way. Sorry.
Thank you. I got you some.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
No way.
Yeah.
I love them. I'm gonna put them on right now.
Yes.
I love these two, by the way. Shout out to Simone. This is LL's wife. You know Simone? These are her lines.
I've seen those.
I want to take them off, and she don't think I don't love
Yeah,
them.
how's
more like fire. I wear these almost every other interview, so don't even worry.
How's the more expensive? Mine are a little lighter.
No, they're so pretty. I love a good hoop.
Thank you.
So sweet.
So be careful to opening it because there's because the thing with me, it's like I wanted the hoops to be very light.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you wear hoops and they're too heavy and it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
And I'm a hoop girl because I'm from New York, so it's like no.
Me too.
If I could keep revamping hoops for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be a vieja in the casket.
And
with
they're
hoops.
light. And they're so light.
Right? And it's just, you don't even feel that they're there,
You're going to be a vieja in the casket with hoops.
I'm going to be a vieja in the casket with hoops.
You
and
seem
tacos.
like the type of girl to me that, like, you're going to tell people when you're getting older and it's almost time, you're going to be like, what you want to wear.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. I'm like, look, whatever's hot at the time when, it's my calling. And even if I'm 98, like, if it's lubes, I want those on my feet.
You want those.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go out in style.
What is wrong with you? Are they so cute? I love them.
They look so cute.
Thank you,
He's
baby.
what's wrong with me. He passed his DNA down. He seems so calm.
My
I'm
grandfather's
the crazy
here
one.
today.
I know. I found my grandpa 2 years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Tell me the story.
We actually, we're making up for lost time. So
Hi.
make a long story short, my mom never knew who her dad was.
I knew that.
Yes. So we did Ancestry. Shout out to Ancestry. And we started getting... we started putting the pieces of the puzzle together. We started getting hits from a Santiago family, and we knew that we thought my mom's father's last name was Pastrana. And so we started getting hits with a Santiago. My sister started, contacting people on Facebook. Then I hired a private investigator, and he found my grandpa literally in like 2 days.
So when did you meet, and how did that meeting go?
Met,
and did you film it? Are we gonna see that?
No, you know what? I wasn't filming at the time, but
Okay.
I did post a clip on Instagram that has like probably 2 million views of when my mom finally met him. But when was it? It's now 2 years. It's like 2 years now.
And you're young. You do look young.
My grandpa's 80.
Are you 80?
Yes.
Oh, God bless. I would have never thought that.
I'm like, what's the secret? He's
but you
like,
80 and fit. Like, you're not 80 and,
I exercise.
you exercise and take...
He does.
bless.
He doesn't take any medication. He walks. He never
Did you know who she was before?
No.
When you met her? Had you ever heard anything?
My daughter, seen her on TV,
Uh-huh.
and she said to me, I think she's Puerto Rican, but
It didn't occur to you?
no, you didn't, because I didn't know whether it was a boy or a girl.
He thought my mom was a boy. Like
I didn't know whether a boy or a girl. So because her grandmother just took off, and I never saw her again, and I haven't seen her since.
So it's not even like it's not your fault. It's not like
No,
you
it's not my
deserted
fault. She
them.
just took off, and she never did anything. She only left a picture behind as a baby, and you couldn't tell whether a boy is a girl. And I thought it was a boy because it looked more like the boy than a girl, but there was nothing on it. So how do I locate this? I don't. My mother had the picture, and I saw it 50 years later.
Wow.
So his mom held up. So basically, my grandmother had the baby, right? And she goes to where he lived and was like, basically, your son, this is his child. So she hid the picture and never said anything to him for a long time, but she kept it. So before she passed away, right, is when the picture came out. And he finally saw a picture of a potential child that he had, but my mom looks like a boy. So when we finally located him, We sent a family member, Paul, to his business where he was working, and he was like, I thought I had a child out there, but I thought it was a boy. So not only is he finding out he has a daughter, but so it was trippy. You know, he was on a plane. You know, he still lives in Puerto Rico. Then the crazy part is that once we're figuring out, like, we're about this close to finding this man, it was literally right after the hurricane. No phones were working. So I'm like, is he alive? You know, it was always scary.
In Puerto Rico? He was in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, he lives in Puerto Rico now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you see, this happens when I was 16 years old when this happened. So, you know, when, you know,
Yeah.
my mother tells me there's a lady that showed up here and said she's pregnant from you. You know, I'm in high school. I'm 16 years old, you know. You know, you feel like the world's falling apart.
Yeah.
You say, wow, you mean to tell me that lady's pregnant? But then she left. She just disappeared. She only came back with the picture maybe when the baby was born. And I didn't see the picture until about 50 years later.
Wow.
So I didn't know. I didn't know what to do.
What is that like when you see her for the first time? What are you feeling?
Well, you know, let me tell you, it was always in my mind since when she said she was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
I said, I have a child someplace, but I don't know where it is.
So did you always feel that, like?
Oh yeah, I did. I just felt a little down because I figured, you know, they probably figure I abandoned them or something like that, but they didn't know what went on. See.
Wow.
They didn't know that the mother took off. She never got back to me. So, but it was a wonderful experience. And now look what I got.
Oh, that's amazing.
So he's,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you see? Is it weird? Is it like trippy? Is
It is. I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like this is my grandpa.
Like this is your mom's dad.
Yeah, I'm like, this is my mom's dad. And you know, it's like, I'm big on family. So, you know, even for like Leo's, you know, family tree, just to be able to have that information for him. Just for him to be able to see, you know, his great grandpa, you know, just to, you know, I love that, you know. So when we found him, it was like such an emotional moment. I'm like,
were you crying?
Bawling, girl. I had the ugly cry, you know, that. I'm like, oh my God, like somebody just, you know, ripped my soul out. Like it was, you know, it was closure.
And how was your mother?
My mom was like,
shaking.
Well, he walked out. She didn't know. So she's coming for Thanksgiving. And I had all these pictures thrown out. And then I had the baby picture there, which she never saw of herself. So I was like, so we're going through pictures. And she's like, ¿Y qué esto? What's that? And I'm like, you don't know who that is? And she goes, no. And then she's looking. She goes, is that me? And she goes, where you get this from? And then he walks out. And she was just kind of like, she was just like broke down. She was like, I can't, like,
That's
couldn't
too much.
believe.
That's too much for my heart.
Yeah.
My heart can't take it. You telling me the story.
Like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And
wow.
Then, yeah, and the crazy part is that I was living in Arizona at the time. My aunt, his daughter, lived 15 minutes from my house.
Oh man.
So
that's always how it is. I always hear stories like that.
We're literally, he's in the Phoenix Zoo, has pictures. I'm always in the Phoenix Zoo. I was like, I probably walked right past this man.
That's so crazy. How does that work? You do DNA, you spit in a tube or something, and then
they spin a tube, and it takes so much spit. Like you're like,
I've done this, the spitting in the tube.
Yeah,
and it
like
told me, I'm like, oh, this part African, this part European, this
yeah,
part, you know.
And you're we did that.
I didn't find no family members though.
You didn't?
No, but I didn't. I guess I should have looked. I don't know who my father is. You're making me think I should look.
What? I have the perfect guy for you.
You do?
Yes.
I'm not sure if I want to. It's different than it's different than this story.
What? But don't you want to know what he looks like? That should have been my question. I think I don't know if I want to know. No.
Yeah, because he had a lot of issues, and you know, he could find me if he you know what I'm saying, and he hasn't. It's not like you don't know anything. It's a little different. And then weren't you scared? Because what I get scared of, like opening up a book that you can't close back.
I didn't know if this man was dead.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about, but I didn't even care. You know, I'm like, look, I don't care. You know, I just want to know, even if it didn't work out and I just had a photo of him and knew that we found him was good enough for me, you know. But he turns out, I mean, like, he's such an amazing guy. Like I could hang out with him all day. So I'm glad it worked out
That's
to
so
that point.
great.
But if you change your mind, there's the guy that helped me find Grandpa. He has it's called Parent Finder. This is his company, and this is what he does, and he loves doing it. And I talk to him all the time. So if you're really
you talk to him all the time,
because he starts telling me about his cases, and I love this type of stuff, girl.
It's just like right up your alley.
I am like an FBI agent. You know, when I was with
you
Antoine,
all over me just now. I'm like, calm down. I don't know if I'm ready, Evelyn.
I'm like, you need to do it. But even when I feel like I missed my calling. Like I should have been an FBI agent.
Yeah,
for sure.
I
That's
totally
why I'm
could see
single
that.
now. I'm always like,
they should put you in the New York Undercover or something like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You could be like
this
an
is what
FBI
I'm saying.
agent
I
in the
think I
show.
could do it.
I think you could. I'm surprised you haven't done acting like that.
You know what?
Like,
acting scares me for some
why?
reason. I
You're
don't
like born
know.
for it.
I don't freaking know. We were just talking about this the other day. He was like, you should do acting. I'm like, that's scary to me because I'm like, oh my God, am I going to remember lines? I got to be somebody else. I had an actress tell me what I do is hard. I'm like, I'm being myself.
I could do that all day.
Yeah, I could do this all day. It's like, this is my unfiltered self.
Give him a little fight scene every couple of years.
You know what I mean? Throw in a little drama and then, it's all good. The bag is secured. On to the next.
That's so funny. And you like it. You having fun still.
I am having fun. I'm a little tired,
Right.
we filmed, we were out of the country.
Yeah.
That's not always fun. I came back, I had a headache for 3 days. I'm like, oh my God, why am I doing this? But, it's just part of the process. It's
part of the process.
And there's other things. I always feel like, I have other things going on. So this helps this, you know? It's like I can sit with my earrings every episode and it's like every time it airs, it's like ching, 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 ching.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so cute too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you. This is part of it too. There's
pretty.
other hoops. I'm going to send you everything so you can have
love.
Yes.
All right, Evelyn, what are you doing? Are you single now in these streets? What are you doing? Are you dating? Can you date? You got a little boy. Like, how do you do that? How do you? Are you dating?
I'm open to dating, but I'm not dating.
Got it.
It's like
You're not dating Rob Kardashian.
No, I know this is.
Why were you playing with this boy on Twitter?
Actually, I'm going to tell you what happened. I ended up. So him and I were like cool for years. Never dated.
Right.
Never seen his sausage.
Don't
never
know. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the sausage.
Okay.
But I said Happy Father. Can I curse?
Yeah, go crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I said Happy Father's Day.
Is your
Big
grandfather
Dick
used to this now by you?
Yeah. I'm always like, Grandpa, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry, because then it's like, it gets repeated what he says, and I'm like, but so I said, Happy Father's Day, Big Dick Rob, right? And he was cracking up, and he was like, I bet you won't say that to the world. I said, don't test me, because I'll do it. So it started off as a bet, and I did. And then it became like a thing. But yeah, we're not dating.
I didn't see that. I didn't believe that for 2 seconds.
No, I never seen his sausage. We've never gone on a date,
Never tempted to go on a date, because that would make you a Kardashian in Los Angeles. And then
they would care.
They would take you seriously.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm open to whatever the world has for me. I mean, you know what? He is a great father.
Mm-hmm.
I really respect that about him. He's always with his daughter, and he's like the funniest guy. So, I don't know. His mother's with a younger person. He may want somebody that's a little older and mature and a great mom. I can take care of Dream. I know he's going to be like, you're crazy.
And you get a whole other spinoff. You'll have other shows.
Right. It's like, it's a great opportunity.
It's something to think about, Evelyn.
Yeah, right.
It is definitely something to think
about.
We'll
see what happens. But I'm not actively dating. I'm kind of like, after my last relationship, that was a little like, that was a lot, you know. So it's
because you had a kid and you was married. There's,
Yeah, we were gonna get married.
Engagement.
Like we had the place, we were gonna do that, and then life, God was like, "No, girl, you about to go this way." I know.
Doesn't that suck when it's happening?
It sucks because I had just, prior to that, I had 3 miscarriages. I had did 3 cycles of IVF. So we're actively having a baby, and I'm planning a wedding, and I'm thinking, life is going this way, but, we ended up separating. So it's like.
Was it a surprise, or did you see it coming?
Nah, it was a surprise. It
really?
was a surprise. Yeah, it was a surprise. I found out some things, and I talked to him about it, and he never lied about it. He kept it real, and I was like, all right, well, this is not going to work. But I also think that he, it's weird because I feel like it allowed for him to live his life how he's want to. He has a record label now. His artist is Megan Thee Stallion. So
that's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, he was like, "I'm gonna start a record label." I'm like, "Oh, athletes starting a record label, okay."
Good luck with that, babe.
Yes, even earlier today, I told him, I was like, I'm proud of you. Like, we have a cool relationship. Like, we don't beef or whatever. We don't have court stuff going on.
Right.
And I was side-eyeing the record label thing, but he's doing really, really well with her. So, I have to give credit when credit is due.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
She's on fire right now.
No, she's on fire, and he is excited.
That's so good.
And he's working so hard.
How do you do that without courts and stuff? Is it just because you guys have a good friend? Like, how do you? Because it gets complicated. Well, you didn't get married, and you also didn't get married. So that paperwork, you didn't have to.
I didn't have to deal with
dissolve.
that. And look, at the end of the day, it's like I have my own life, my own career. You take care of your son. You do what you want to do and what you feel is the right thing. Thankfully, I don't have to force myself to go to court because I need it, so it's like, you do what you want to do for your son, and that's great. And I hope we never have to go down that path, because it's like it always gets ugly.
Yeah, no, it's not good for the kids, not good for anybody.
No, and then it's like publicly, and then I'm looking like, oh, she's a gold digger. I'm like, so it's like we heard it a million times. I'm like, I am not. I get a bad rap because of my relationships, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Are you thick skin, right? You don't care about that.
You have to have thick skin to do this. It's like you can't be a weak woman and sign on to do this or live your life publicly, because everybody has an opinion on your life.
Always. Anytime you put yourself out there.
Exactly. So
it is what it is.
I'm like, I know who I am.
What about the book? You got a book?
Tell them about the book. It's
The Perfect Date.
I know. Look, it's about a baseball player and a Latin.
So it's such a coincidence.
I know. So I wanted to write this book. I wrote it with Holly, and it's like it's a fun little romance summer read. It's about a mom.
Well, did you write this when you were still dating him? The baseball player?
We started it while we were still together, but it was like, right before.
Things were getting found out.
Yeah, things were, So, she's in nursing school, single mom, living in the Bronx. So I wanted the readers to really feel like this is her,
Close to you.
Going to the hair salon. I'm on the 4 train. Oh. So, she ends up in this relationship with this baseball player, and it's an unwilling relationship because she really doesn't want to be in the relationship, but because he's trying to cover up a secret, he uses her. And then it kind of turns out to be a Cinderella story. It's a cool beach read. It was fun. There's a lot of, being in this world of sports, I've experienced things, I've witnessed things that are like mind-boggling. So to be able to put those stories in books is pretty cool.
Only imagine the shit that people don't know.
I put one story in my other book about like a chef, and that was a real story. The wife got a little upset when she found out, but I never said who it was. But she knew that I was talking about her story.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
Did you let anybody know when you did that in the book? Did you have to did you hit people in advance, or you just put it out?
I didn't even think she was gonna read the book.
People read the books.
I know. I was like,
especially when their friend tells them, I think she's talking about you.
I know. But I just told her, I was like, look, I'm never gonna say it's your situation. It was just. Do
you want to say it today?
Shocking.
No.
They're still married. They're still married. They're one of the few that are still together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats on everything.
Thank you so much, Angie.
You're such a hustler.
New York.
These are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I'm
gonna get you the gold, the rose gold. I'm
excited.
Yes.
And when I'm ready, you're gonna plug me with your friend.
Yes, when you're ready. I don't know. I get how you feel.
Yeah.
But I would still want to see a picture.
Maybe a picture.
Maybe we could just find a picture. How about if we could just locate him and find a picture?
All right, let's talk about it.
At least you can.
Let's talk about it after the show. Maybe we'll see.
Okay.
I see you.
I never knew.
You're already like.
Yeah. I'm like, I wanna solve this case.
I know, you're so funny.
I know, I love it.
Congrats on everything, baby. Basketball Wives is back.
Yes.
You want to tell people?
Yeah,
tomorrow night.
It airs tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, it airs tonight. So it airs tonight at 8:00.
And there it is.
And get ready for the roller coaster, Evelyn.
There it is. Evelyn Lozada, everybody. It's Power 5.1.